Hello and welcome to the next attached upload, which is a series of videos which are non-LEGO related but still linked to a LEGO visit. So today we are at Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida, and we are at the Marvel Superhero Island section of the park. We have so much to have a look at with regards to the shops, all the different rides, the queue lines, the huge amount of theming, all the heroes and all the villains, but we are going to start with the Hulk roller coaster. Now I'm going to go quiet just so you can hear the screams. This thing is absolutely massive. Now you see this all wrapped around the park as we walk around in the distance. We've got to go into the Daily Bugle, which is all Spider-Man related. We have got the Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin drop tower. We've got loads of other cardboard cutouts, which I want you guys and girls to try and name as we go around. We've got Rogue is also out and about getting her photo taken as well. I was thinking about just being silly and getting all the names wrong on purpose, but I thought J Toy Collections UK would be extremely disappointed at me, so I thought I am actually going to make an effort with this one, because I do know who they are. So Storm, you can see the cardboard cutout. That is a ride directly in front of us now. It's actually the huge amount of lockers that you go into to actually to be able to get on the Hulk itself, because you've got to go through lots and lots of metal detectors before you can actually get on the ride, and you can see all of the netting in the sky. You've got the heavily themed toilets there just to the left hand side. Obviously not going to go in that, but you have got the Fantastic Four CAF. Now depending on the times that you go into different places, you will then have meet and greet with the actual live characters as well. And it just happened to be, as I walk round the corner from here, all the people to bump into, I bump into Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin. So it seemed to be that some of the heroes were out and a lot of the villains are out at this time. You can see just how large this roller coaster is, and it's amazing to think that the new Jurassic Park coaster is much bigger and quicker than what we're looking at. Yes, I needed to get run over by the two pink scooters there by the ladies. I did manage to dodge them they just missed my shin, so I thought I played that one off quite well. Now, as we come round and look up, you've got the Human Torch there just behind the four, and then as we come through, they are dotted all over the place. I do believe the next one from this will be then Kingpin, so you can see Kingpin at the top. Any I miss, let me know. If there's anything that I don't say, because there is so much to have a look at in such a short period of time as I'm walking around, correct me as we go, and then we will see what is what. But we are, I do believe, about to turn left and walk down to where I do believe some people's favourite characters will be, and like I said, it just was luck of the draw. So you can see you've got the big Wolverine just there to the right hand side. You've then got all the one way, no return artwork. You've got this amazing Fear Fall, which is obviously the Doctor Doom. And then they are, if you can spot them, they're getting their photo taken just underneath. So I do stop and have a look in a second because I had to take a double glance. But there they both are. So you have got Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin getting their photo taken just out the front of the ride that I then went on for the very first time. And you've got loads of hidden Easter eggs and everything a little bit further back, with all of the security wagons and everything like that. So if you know what this is actually related to, or with regards to exactly what they've taken it from, either the film scene or anything like that, please do let me know in the comments below. So if you stumbled across this channel by complete mistake, there will be, like I said, a non-LEGO related video uploaded every Monday. More than likely it's going to be theme park based, because obviously I will go to more than the one theme park itself, because Legoland Florida is not too far away from here, so both of these are doable within the same visit. But now we are about to jump on to the Fear Fall ride. Obviously you can't film on the ride, but it's okay because the theming on the inside of this is really nice. A lot of it does actually go over my head a little bit, so if you guys and girls can help me out, then please do, because there are some characters in here that I've not yet met with regards to anything that I've seen, or I was about to say read, but that's a lie, I don't actually read anything. So whoever these are, let me know, because I don't know who these are at all. But then as we come back through and come back round, we then come back out and then exit into Kingpin's Arcade, and it does have some more Easter eggs, which I think you guys and girls will be quite happy to see, but you're going to have to let me know what they are, because I'm a little bit confused with those as well. And like I said, we've got to then get into the Daily Bugle, so there's a huge amount of Spider-Man merchandise, and the theming for the Daily Bugle ride as well is very good. And then we come back through, and then we've got another calf, which is, I think it's the X-Men calf, and that has a huge amount of old school original cartoon bits and pieces in there. So I think Vision is in his original cartoon, which was, he sort of dressed up into the WandaVision. I think he's wearing the same sort of outfit as that. So we'll see who we can spot. Let me know, again, when you see them. Make a huge list. If you're a massive sort of Marvel fan, then let me know in the comments below. And if you've been here before, let me know what you think. Let me know what your favourite ride is. And if you've been to Islands of Adventure recently up until the start of 2023, then please let me know what your favourite bits and pieces are, because I know they are now doing a lot of work at the start of 2023. This was filmed at the end of 2022, so obviously I know it's been uploaded later on into 2023, but it is what it is. But you can just imagine how long you would have to wait for this ride. I walked on it every single time, because obviously they've got the 2 rides. You can fit 4 people per side, and there's 4 sides. Just walked straight through, managed to film this nicely, got on, and everything was absolutely fine. So I was very, very lucky with regards to getting on the bits and pieces that I wanted to. It just happened to be a perfect week that I came, and it was the same thing really for the Spider-Man as well. I didn't actually mean to do all of this. I was literally just going to film all the fascia and do all the rides separately, but it just happened to be that it was just a perfect timing day. Now, this is what I might need some help with. You've obviously got the Doctor Doom font, I do believe. I don't know what this chair represents, so if you know what this is from, let me know. I can try and kind of put two and two together, but I don't know if this is the end of the Doctor Doom. I think it might be, because then we then go down the stairs, and obviously this is the Kingpin arcade, but I don't know what that actually represents, that chair. So let me know. It's probably super simple, and I will imagine it will be coming up sooner rather than later with some of the films that will be coming out. You can see you've got the Jurassic Park, I was about to say ride, the Jurassic Park game, huge arcade. There was amazing how many people did end up coming in here, and obviously there is no other way out and off from the ride. They, instead of feeding you through one of the shops, this time they actually feed you through one of the arcades as well. Then obviously you can just come into this bit if you wanted to. A couple of different ways in and different ways out, but I came out the side door, and they are still there doing their meet and greet and getting all their photos and everything taken. And you can see, just, I think the theming is very, very impressive outside the sort of the Doctor Doom tower. And I think the costumes don't look too bad. I mean, up close might be slightly different. You might be thinking, oh dear, what is this? But remember, it's not Disney. We are in Universal. Now we're coming into the shop. This I do go through a little bit quick, because it's a little bit annoying, because the day before I filmed all the shops in massive detail, and all the files were corrupted when I came home. So I was planning on adding in a little bit longer and a little bit more detail into some of the videos. I'm going to see if I can actually recover some of those files. If not, I have lost a day or two's worth of footage, which is a little bit of a shame. But the other shop that we go into, we do look at the models a lot slower, so it's just sort of bit hit and miss. But you are spoiled with regards to anything Spider-Man related, anything Spidey related you can get. You've got absolutely every single type of t-shirt, hat style, all the different bags, purses, handbags, toys, different toy ranges with regards to what brand they are as well. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff that they've got, and then they've got all the other villains and heroes with it. So you saw the Ghost Rider toy there, they had Mysterio there, they've got everything and anything there. So whoever it is that you like, then obviously let me know as we go through. And then if you can spot any of the other superheroes walking around, let me know. So I only spotted the one, but I'm sure the others were about as well, and I did see them on different days when I wasn't filming, but they might be in the background just walking around, and I might not have spotted them, because I am watching this back for the first time, and this was filmed about 4.5 months ago, so I am doing my very best. But some of these models are fantastic, and you can imagine the price point of these as well are very, very, very expensive, but they do look extremely impressive within their sort of cabinet. Now this, again, how they feed you through off the rides, this is one of the shops that you have to go through when you get off the Spider-Man ride, which is all the fascia of the Daily Bugle itself. The inside of it looks absolutely fantastic, and the outside of the fascia of all the buildings look really, really good as well. That's something that Universal do extremely well. They have an amazing theme for the queues, and they also have beautiful fascias and everything. So each land and each area of this theme park is completely different. It's just like you walk into a completely different zone. So it is very, very impressive. So as we come out, I think now what we're going to do, we're going to have one last look to the right-hand side. and then we'll spin around and then start going left. So we'll have a quick look in some of the windows, and then we'll have a look down where we've just been in. So that is the arcade, that is the Doctor Doom, and then we will turn back round on ourselves and we'll just walk straight into the next bit, which is the Daily Bugle. So it was really busy out the front, so that's why I've cut that out, because I was literally just looking at the floor. So we've got all of the Daily Bugle to have a look at, we've got all of the different computers, and then we've got a little bit of the animation. Possibly it's custom made for this, but it will be from the animation series, which we will take a quick look at. Obviously I've had to mute most of the noise, obviously because of copyright reasons and everything like that, but you can imagine the stuff that is being played throughout the speakers is either coming from the TV, and it's just telling a story as you walk through and have a look at absolutely everything. Some of the phones are actually ringing as well, because obviously everybody has escaped. And then it links you round into the ride, and then you then get spat out and come back through the shop. And then we've got a couple of other shops to have a look at, and then there's a lot of theming on the outside for the restaurant area as well. So we are still got a lot of bits and pieces to come. The video is just under 20 minutes long. It would have been longer if I could have got the other footage from the shops, because like I said, I was in the shops a little bit longer. Now, if you are interested in seeing more non-Lego related bits and pieces, there is a full playlist available of other places that I have gone to, with it being linked to a Lego trip as well. So currently we've got Disney, Universal, and we've also got Nashville, where we went to Dollywood. So some of those videos are available, and there will be more hopefully coming within the 2023 period as well. And if people start to watch them, then obviously I will keep this as a regular thing on a Monday more than likely, unless there is any Lego breaking news, and then it'll just have to be put on hold for a week. But again, you can see queue still goes. All the queues are absolutely massive. I do believe that's Doc Ock at the back with his tentacles, and then you have got obviously the main man himself on the screen, which we will get a better look at. There he is just there. So I know some of you really do like him as a character, so we'll just have a quick look. I think this is like the end of the actual ride as well, and this is just obviously just on loop, because Spidey then hits the actual thing, gets a photo, and then skedaddles. And then now we are in the main section of the actual ride, so we're about to get on. Again, you've got the TVs and everything at the top, and that is that. Now moving on and round, so that is your, so it is the amazing, I actually generally thought it does say, if you panned, if I was clever enough and panned up to the top, it does actually have the Daily Bugle building across the top. It's just got the Spider-Man artwork across the bottom, so I'll correct myself before I say anything. And then as we're coming through and round, name them as we go. So I was thinking that Storm here to the left hand side, I could have said that was Princess Leia, and then I do believe it's Magneto that she's fighting on the side, because I think he stood up and then he's fallen over as well. We've got MODOK on the right hand side. We do look in the comics as well, so we will have a quick look in there. I think he is there. Yeah, he's just there falling off. That is actually going to be coming. That comic section is actually going to be a completely separate video, just because that store's so big. Now, if you look underneath the Magneto, that it's just been floored. Yes, Wolverine is there doing a meet and greet, which means they are all out and about. So you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled as I'm walking around. So I'm sure we might have missed some already, but I just did not spot them when I was walking around at this time. So the land literally ends where straight line. So it just has a bit of an open section, then it goes into another really heavy bit of theming, which is, I do believe, Kong is the next bit, or it's the comic. So you might go into the comic section, then from the comic section you then go into the Kong. It's just very, very cleverly done that you just feel that you're in from one bit to another. Now, is that either Iceman or is that the Silver Surfer? Let me know. And then can you see her at the bottom? She gives us the X just there, and then she then gives us a quick wave after I turn the camera off, which I thought was a really nice thing. So do you know who that is? I think that's Rogue myself, to be honest, and then you can see her again there. Loads of people taking photos, but there should be the rest of the team, because the music is playing. Obviously I've had to turn it right down, but Wolverine will be somewhere, Cyclops will be somewhere as well, but they're either inside some of the buildings or inside some of the cafes. They keep moving around and walking around, so they will be somewhere. Like I said, I did see them all, but I just didn't film it. So the diner, who are all of those people on the outside? I think that's the easiest one, so I'll give you those. Iron Man man. There is a bit of a Stark Industries Easter egg on one of the back of the buildings as well, which we will have a look at just before it finishes. You got this huge thing up here. So who is who? Do we have Hawkeye? Do we have Captain America? Do we have the original Vision? So he's there in his green and yellow. Have I got that right? Have I been stupid? In the distance, you then obviously got the Iron Man, and then you got Thor. Really nice place actually, just to sit down and have a look round. Obviously, I'm not going to be in there for too long, just because everybody was eating, and obviously you can imagine how busy it gets. You don't particularly want a camera over people when they eat. But again, there's another character there just to the left-hand side. You're going to have to go back and pause. I did not know that was there until he was there, until that section just there. So who was that? Because I can't go backwards in the voiceover, so I can't actually see who that is. So if you could let me know, because I knew they were about, but I just did not know where they were. So again, let me know who all of these people are. That one's already been said because we've just seen her. And then coming through, you got Wolverine's massive arm and his huge claw that you can walk around again. Lots of different photo opportunities, and there is another nice store on the inside of that as well. And then as we're coming through and round, the fascias of everything are very, very, very impressive indeed. So you can see just how big that store is, because you've got the two entrances into it, which I do believe now we're going to maybe have a quick sneak peek on the inside of this one. So this one we have a little bit of a slower look, and this will again come in a much greater detailed video linked in with the other one. Loads of toys to pick from. If you're a toy collector, then obviously let me know. This is where J Toy Collections UK comes back into play, because he's got a massive selection of this. So if you are into this kind of stuff, head over to his channel. He knows everything and everything about all the Marvel, DC, and much, much, much more of everything. He's got a huge collection of toys, whereas I am just more of a Lego-based, obviously, channel. So I'm not 100% sure on absolutely everything. But you've got a huge selection of all the Avengers. That looks like it's a Loki bag. So you have got some really nice little bits and pieces. The backpacks and the little bags I thought were very, very impressive, because even the Jurassic Park bags, which we will be having a look at obviously in the Jurassic Park upload, the actual doors of the open up, which are the gates, so you can actually open up the back flap on there, and it just looks like it's the gates opening up, and it's got a huge amount of detail with the dinosaurs and everything. So I think they've went to town on the bags. I think the bags were the amazing thing. Now, any of those that you recognise, have you got any of those in your collection? And then up around all of the mugs, cups, again, spoiled for choice for absolutely everything. You've got t-shirts, you've got skins, you've got toys, you've got hats, you've got hoodies, you've got towels, you've got socks, you've got all sorts of different bits and pieces. But again, you can just see the size of the stores and how clean they are as well. I mean, it's amazing to think the footfall that they had at this shop, and everything looked absolutely spotless all at the same time. So again, perfect timing with regards to when I came. It just happened to be nice and quiet at this time, so it was easy enough to get in. If you did come in at the wrong hour, it was very, very busy. So you've just got to sort of gamble with regards to everything that you can do. But you can see you've got little handbags, you've got little purses, you've got different types of hats. So that's £155 for one of the bits and pieces, sorry, $155, shall I say, for one of those. And then you do have some little comics and everything just on the side. And then you've got more toys and the different toy brands as well. So they're all the different scale toys. And then up through and round as well, you can see that you've got some other larger bits and pieces. So you had a big Thanos there, and you've got one of the Avengers in there. I think that's the Endgame outfit that they're wearing. What else do we have? I think we're about to head back outside, so we'll go back through the doors, and then I think we're about to wrap it up. So we haven't got too much longer, so start to soak it in with all the other little bits and pieces. I am doing my best to see if I can spot any of the other meet and greet characters. We'll walk back over to the Hulk, and then from that section we'll then wrap it around one of the buildings, and then there is a little bit of an Easter egg for the Stark Industries logo, and then we basically run out of time. So as we are slowly starting to run out of time, guys, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Like I said, there is a detached Monday playlist available where I am linking all of the non-Lego related bits and pieces in on a Monday night, which is still linked to a Lego visit. So like I said, for example, this is super, super close to Legoland, Florida. So it's not too far away at all. So you could easily do all the parks in 1 week. And if you're there for 2 weeks, you're going to be really, really spoiled for choice as well. So guys, that is it. I am done. So as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and hope to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.